My name is Audrey Dimola, and I'm very, very lucky and blessed to be working tonight with an incredible dancer from Alvin, Ailey named Artemis Stamouli. I want to give her a big round of applause. We're going to do a piece tonight. She choreographed this. She worked with my words and the stories in her body. This is a piece about duality and about what happens when you try to remain in multiple realities at one time. Anyone in here been in love with two people at once? Yeah. Come on. All of you are lying. That's what this piece is about, and it was one of the first times that I was owning that in writing. So this is, a memory is altered every time you recollect it. And I get lost inside the memory. Flame in suffused glass turned down on the night table somewhere else. Funny how I can only see the two of you, dark red altars with shelves and tiny mirrors glinting at each other from across the room. I can only see the two of you and no one else. It's not only the sex, it's sex with love. It's the love directed outward, always hands and fingers stretched. It's to live in the love of someone else, sometimes twice at once. And they never know about each other. That is my burden to carry, not their problem. I never learned myself aside from hands on faces, kisses on eyes, fingers on lips. Which hurts more? I think this is what they mean by really dying, being too scared to ever move forward.
It's like the fourth or fifth or sixth time in my life I have been in love with two people at once.
To be in this state of perpetual not rightness, never sitting in the moment, always wanting something else. I settle in next to him and hear his tiny murmurs in fog of sleep, kiss him on the forehead, turn around and just try to feel the warmth of my leg against his, accept the isness, savor the isness. But he is the one who loves me fully. This is my dichotomy. I thought I had beaten. I always take for granted what I have. I am always standing, waiting, looking at, longing for, fixating on what I don't. And when it happens, simultaneously, they feed each other. And this is how I think I could survive. Never going forward, always staying here. I never have any time alone in my own bed because my own bed doesn't exist, literally and figuratively. What would it look like making the bed, flowers growing out? Would I even sleep in it, use my own hands under the covers? Would I need a rain machine? One that sometimes glitches with a startling robotic sound to remind me this is not the real life. Remember why you are on edge. It's easier to hide inside someone else's story. Even when they can't love you back, aren't able to. I heard a girl at my job say men take longer to heal. Do they? My life is an experiment in forgiveness. It's the only way the characters disappear from the pages. They rip themselves out. And I become a monstrous thing with big, wide wants that fill the room, suck all the lights, tangle all the sheets, all the warmth. We are echoes of each other. The way he comes at me, constant, is the way I come at you. The way I fail to be hypercognizant of his presence is the way you manage mine, yet he keeps coming. I keep coming. We lay next to each other nearly every night. Sleep together, but can't sleep together. Every time you don't pick up the phone, every time I see that notification light blink, I wonder if you have the capacity to do what I'm doing, what I always do. I think you work because you never give me everything. And that's sad because doesn't everyone want everything? Next to your body, the distance opening like a chasm, the light splitting the curtains. Everything is forgiven in sex. That's why we can't have it. You know it'd be too easy to forget your fingers on the spine, the jagged absence, all the things we both can never know. You still have questions. I have no answers. I want to share. Just like I can find him in love, in sweat, embodied in the physical body warmth. I can find you in the absence, in the potentiality, in the small, precious releases of your heart that make me think maybe this was never what I thought it was. Or maybe it's all right not to have everything. Asterisk, potentiality. Because it's not all given. There is always something else to get, some other room to fill with light, some tiny motion of your hand, some fragment of a song, the rain machine glitching. You feed the dark parts in me. You only talk about yourself. You only talk about how alone you were when I'm right here. I only believe in ghosts because I can't believe in presence anymore. The mind plays tricks. The heart is a magician here, but not here, here, but not here. He says he likes it better when I'm next to him in bed. I know you're safe. I know where you are. Where am I? The glitch of the rain machine. This isn't the real life, my love. Not quite. I will never stop looking for the imprint of you, and I don't know why. To lose yourself in something so completely press your hands against. I hope she's happy somewhere. I hope she remembers the light on her face. I want to stay like this. I think you are most precious to me because you are mostly dream. Unsharpened by narrative, I run my fingers down the lucid curves of our story. Your face, you are part of something else. The moment we met, release into the strangeness of the universe, we stole a page from the book and tried to burn the page. The story remains, the story remains. This is for you. I carry around this book filled with things I would do if I had the chance. It's why we love each other most. We love what has still yet to be, and so are always waiting. I don't know how to keep anything anymore, except you. The hope of you, for you. I don't want to see you for what you are. I only want to see you for what I remember. These are your hands, not mine. You are my muse, the muse. To every man his chimera. Let me remember how to see and feel myself, and you,
You are
mine. Tell me about the vows you threw away. Tell me there is still a mountain where we can make them like rolling hills of somewhere far away, jagged peaks of edge and green stones stacked. My memory alters it. I am standing there, fingers brushing against the sky. You smile at me. There doesn't need to be anything else. I remember your tenderness. I don't want it because you can never let me keep it. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here. You are the only thing that reminds me I can dream and how poisonous that can be. Oh, to have a love that cannot give you anything, so you can dream of everything. He stirs in his sleep as if she isn't there, turns over, lets out a small sound between slightly parted lips. She stares at his face the way she always has, wistful smile. I will not let the memories make me sad. They are a chance for a second life concurrent to ours, skin sliding against skin, the memory of New Year's Eve. Again and again, I had to sit by the river to make sense of you. I couldn't get myself to touch him that night. Looking back, there's nothing I would do differently. I stayed in that moment for as long as I could. It's the same way you met me in dreams when I couldn't find you here. I had a home, I had a ring, someone who could love me fully. The ink smears. I saw you in the light reflecting all the mirrors in our bedroom. You never left. I will not be sad about these places I go in my head. They are something else, a piece that does exist. The alteration of recollection, however slight. Is it bad for me to be there always? Somewhere else. Dream is a second life, Nerval said, and hung himself with those words stuffed in his pocket. In honest terms, it has ruined me. But not anymore. Reality distorted with faith, imagination, memory. This is religion, isn't it? It has to be. To believe in something that may not exist on a landscape you have never visited, yet you know that warmth somehow, it has touched you. His closed hand touching the small of her back, a square of sunlight, to put a bend in the clock hands, make them sing. He breathes, turns over, but not to her direction, looks over her shoulder, just looks at him. A memory is altered every time you recollect it.